Imagine a land where fire dances with ice, where the earth breathes steam and the skies shimmer with color. Welcome to Iceland, a place that looks like it was sculpted by the gods themselves. Today, I'm taking you on a journey through the top natural wonders of this magical island. Buckle up, because this is going to be unforgettable. Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. Our journey begins in the southeast, where ancient icebergs drift silently across a glassy lagoon. Jökulsárlón is a place where time slows down. These ice giants break off from the Jökul Glacier and float toward the sea, their blue hues glowing like frozen sapphires. Just across the road lies Diamond Beach, where chunks of ice rest on black volcanic sand, sparkling like jewels under the Arctic sun. Gullfoss, the Golden Falls. Next, we follow the thundering roar of Gullfoss. This two-tiered waterfall plunges into a deep canyon, sending mist into the air and rainbows into your heart. Legend says it was once saved from destruction by a farmer's daughter who threatened to throw herself into the falls if it was dammed. Today, it flows wild and free, a symbol of Iceland's untamed spirit. Þingvellir National Park. Here, history and geology collide. Þingvellir isn't just where Iceland's first parliament met over 1,000 years ago, it's also where two tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart. You can literally walk between continents here, in a rift valley that's still growing. It's like standing on the edge of the world. Haukadalur geothermal valley, or Strokkur Geyser. In the heart of Iceland's geothermal belt, the earth breathes. At Haukadalur, the Strokkur Geyser erupts every few minutes, shooting boiling water 20 meters into the sky. It's nature's own fountain show, unpredictable, powerful, and mesmerizing. Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach. Waves crash against basalt columns like organ pipes, and the sand beneath your feet is jet black. Reynisfjara is hauntingly beautiful, shaped by volcanic fury and Atlantic rage. Local legend says the sea stacks offshore are trolls turned to stone by the morning sun. Vatnajökull Glacier. Covering 8% of Iceland, Vatnajökull is Europe's largest glacier. Beneath its icy surface lie active volcanoes and hidden ice caves that glow with an eerie blue light. It's a frozen kingdom, constantly shifting, cracking, and reshaping the land below. Gullfoss Waterfall. Gullfoss isn't just a waterfall, it's a curtain of silver crashing from 60 meters high. On sunny days, double rainbows arc through the mist. And if you believe the tales, there's a Viking treasure buried behind the falls, left by a settler named Throssi. Askja caldera. Deep in the Icelandic highlands lies Askja, a volcanic caldera surrounded by lunar landscapes. In fact, NASA astronauts trained here before going to the moon. Its crater lake, Viti, is a surreal turquoise pool, warm enough to swim in if you dare. Landmannalaugar. A kaleidoscope of color awaits in Landmannalaugar. The rhyolite mountains shimmer in shades of red, green, and gold. Hot springs bubble beside lava fields, inviting weary hikers to soak in their warmth. It's a geothermal oasis in the highlands. The Northern Lights, or Aurora borealis. And finally, when night falls and the skies are clear, Iceland reveals its most magical wonder, the Northern Lights. Green, purple, and pink ribbons dance across the heavens, as if the gods themselves were painting the sky. It's a moment that leaves you breathless, humbled, and forever changed. Snæfellsjökull volcano. Rising like a sentinel from the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, this glacier-capped volcano is the stuff of legends. Jules Verne imagined it as the gateway to the center of the Earth. Locals say it's a source of mystical energy. Whether you believe in science or sorcery, one thing's for sure, Snæfellsjökull is unforgettable. Dettifoss, Europe's most powerful waterfall. In the north, Dettifoss thunders with raw, unrelenting force. It's not just a waterfall, it's a beast. The ground trembles beneath your feet as 500 cubic meters of water crash down every second. It's no wonder Ridley Scott chose this as the opening scene for Prometheus. Eldrahound lava field. Imagine a sea of moss-covered lava stretching as far as the eye can see. That's Eldrahound, born from one of the largest volcanic eruptions in recorded history. It's haunting, silent, and strangely beautiful. Walking here feels like stepping on another planet. Osbergi Canyon. Shaped like a giant horseshoe, Osbergi is said to be the hoofprint of Odin's eight-legged horse, Sleipnir. This lush forested canyon is a green oasis in the north, with towering cliffs and hidden trails. It's a sacred place, both in myth and in nature. Fyr geothermal area. Just outside Lake Maivatn, the earth hisses and bubbles in a surreal landscape of mud pots and steaming vents. Fyr is a place where the ground is alive, painted in reds, yellows, and oranges, and scented with the unmistakable tang of sulfur. It's like walking through the belly of the earth. Vestrahorn Mountain. Jagged peaks rise like dragon's teeth above a black sand beach. Vestrahorn is one of Iceland's most photographic mountains, especially when mirrored in the still waters of the nearby lagoon. It's a place where silence speaks volumes. Gullfoss, the waterfall of the gods. Legend has it that when Iceland converted to Christianity, a pagan chieftain threw his Norse idols into this waterfall. Since then, it's been called Gullfoss, the waterfall of the gods. With its graceful arc and turquoise waters, it's easy to see why the gods might have chosen it as their resting place. Fjallaglufur Canyon. Carved by glacial meltwater over millennia, this serpentine canyon is a hidden gem in the south. Its mossy cliffs and winding river look like something out of a fantasy novel. Even Justin Bieber couldn't resist filming here, though the locals might still be recovering from that visit. Carid Crater Lake, a perfect circle of red volcanic rock cradling a sapphire blue lake. Carid is a volcanic caldera that's as photogenic as it is peaceful. Some say it's the eye of a sleeping giant. Others just sit on its rim and marvel at the colors of fire and water in harmony. Ice caves of Vatnajökull. We end our journey deep beneath the glacier, in a world sculpted by time and temperature. The ice caves of Vatnajökull are fleeting, forming new each winter, glowing with shades of blue you never knew existed. It's like walking through a frozen cathedral where silence echoes and light dances. Krafla Volcano and Viti Crater. In the volcanic north, Krafla simmers with ancient fury. Its last eruption was just decades ago, and the ground still whispers with heat. Nearby, the Viti Crater holds a milky blue lake, a surreal contrast to the black lava fields that surround it. It's a place where fire and water coexist in uneasy harmony. Firval Crater. Perfectly round and rising like a giant bowl from the earth, Firval is one of the world's most symmetrical volcanic craters. Climb to its rim and you'll feel like you're standing on the edge of a colossal cauldron, a reminder of the forces that shaped this island. Dynjandi Waterfall. In the remote Westfrieds, Dynjandi tumbles down a cliff like a bridal veil, wide, elegant, and utterly majestic. It's not just one waterfall, but a series of 7, each more beautiful than the last. Getting here takes effort, but the reward is pure serenity. Svinafellsjökull Glacier. This tongue of ice flows from the mighty Vatnajökull, carving its way through the mountains like a frozen river. Svinafellsjökull is a favorite for filmmakers. It's appeared in Game of Thrones and Interstellar, but nothing beats seeing it in person, where silence reigns and the ice creaks like an ancient ship. Fagradalsjökull volcano. In 2021, the earth cracked open and fire spilled into the night sky. Fagradalsjökull's eruption was a spectacle, slow, glowing rivers of lava drawing crowds from around the world. Today, the cooled lava fields are still warm beneath your boots, a fresh scar on Iceland's ever-changing skin. Dupalonsandar Beach. On the Snæfellsnes Peninsula lies a beach of black pebbles and shipwreck remnants. Dupalonsandar is steeped in history, once a fishing hub, now a place of eerie beauty. Try lifting the ancient lifting stones, once used to test the strength of sailors. Only the strongest could earn a place on the boat. Reynisfjara, the red sand beach. Not all of Iceland's beaches are black. In the Westfrieds, Reynisfjara glows with shades of gold and rose, stretching for miles beneath towering cliffs. It's a place of peace where seals sunbathe, and the only sound is the whisper of the wind. Gullfoss Waterfall. Towering at 128 meters, Gullfoss is one of Iceland's tallest waterfalls. But it's not just the height that stuns, it's the red and black stripes in the cliffs surrounding it, layers of volcanic ash and basalt that tell a story millions of years old. Geothermal Cave. Hidden near Lake Maivatn, this lava cave holds a secret, a steaming sapphire blue hot spring. Once a bathing spot for locals and a filming location for Game of Thrones, Geothermal is now too hot to enter, but peering into its depths feels like discovering a dragon's lair. Hornstrandir National Reserve. We end our journey at the edge of the world. Hornstrandir in the far northwest is Iceland's most remote wilderness. No roads, no towns, just cliffs, Arctic foxes, and silence. It's a place for the brave, the curious, and those who seek the soul of Iceland untouched. Reykjanes Peninsula. Just a Reykjanes Peninsula. Just a short drive from Reykjavik, the Reykjanes Peninsula is a geothermal wonderland. Steam rises from cracks in the earth, mud pots bubble, and the scent of sulfur hangs in the air. It's also home to the Bridge Between Continents, a symbolic crossing between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates. Jökulsárlón Glacier. This glacier feeds the famous Jökulsárlón Lagoon, but it's a marvel in its own right. Towering walls of ice creak and groan as they inch forward, calving massive icebergs into the water. It's a place where you can witness climate and geology in motion. Thorsmork Valley. Named after the Norse god Thor, Thorsmork is a hidden valley surrounded by glaciers and volcanoes. It's a hiker's paradise, lush, green, and filled with secret trails and river crossings. Getting here requires a rugged journey, but the reward is pure magic. Jökulsárlón Sea Stack. Rising 15 meters from the sea like a petrified dragon, Jökulsárlón is a basalt monolith shaped by centuries of erosion. Legend says it was a troll caught by the sun. Today, seabirds nest on its back, and the tides swirl around its feet like a living moat. Esja Mountain. Watching over Reykjavik like a silent guardian, Esja is a favorite for locals and visitors alike. Its trails offer panoramic views of the capital and the sea beyond. On clear days, the summit feels like a balcony to the heaven. Hekla volcano. Known as the gateway to hell in medieval times, Hekla is one of Iceland's most active volcanoes. Its eruptions have shaped the land and terrified generations. Yet today, it stands serene, a snow-capped giant with a fiery heart, waiting for its next breath. Laki craters, Lakigar. In 1783, the Earth opened up in a cataclysmic eruption that changed the world. The Laki fissure spewed lava for 8 months, creating a chain of craters that stretches for 25 kilometers. Walking here is like tracing the scars of a sleeping beast. Lake Mývatn. A shallow lake teeming with bird life, Mývatn is a haven for nature lovers. Surrounded by pseudo-craters, lava formations, and geothermal springs, it's a microcosm of Iceland's wild beauty. In summer, the midnight sun casts a golden glow over its still waters. Drangajökull Glacier. Tucked away in the remote West Fjords, Drangajökull is Iceland's northernmost glacier and the only one that hasn't shrunk in recent years. It's a pristine, untouched world of snow and silence where few travelers tread and nature reigns supreme. Midnight sun over the Arctic Circle. Our final wonder isn't a place, it's a phenomenon. In Iceland's far north, summer nights never end. The sun hovers on the horizon, casting golden light across the land at midnight. It's a surreal experience, like time itself has paused to admire the view. Iceland isn't just a destination, it's a dream carved in ice and fire. If you ever get the chance, don't just visit, experience it. Let the land tell you its story. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep exploring.